Hey YouTube, it's Marita with another video. I am in scrubs today because I have to be a nurse today and actually have to go out here and work. So I wanted to come on here with a kind of a PSA, public service announcement, about how serious this is. I really don't get on here and deal with, I do deal with serious issues on my channel, but I felt compelled to come and talk about this because of the fact that I know people are dying. I'm watching them die, and my colleagues, a lot of my colleagues are getting sick with this virus. As you know, I'm an OB nurse, a mother baby nurse, and I kind of, I kind of, not that I don't take it seriously because I do, and we are quarantined. We are essential, obviously, because I'm a nurse, but when I'm not having to work, I'm at home. I actually stay at home. I do go to the store to get food for my kids, but I go to certain stores at certain hours, and I take those kind of precautions. I'm not sitting here just, hanging out with my friends. I'm not doing things like that because I take it seriously. But the one thing that's really driving me crazy about this whole situation is these people who are wearing gloves. You're wearing gloves to the store. And the problem with that is you think you're protecting yourself, but you're causing problems to the rest of us. Because you need to understand that you are cross-contaminating everything. Which basically means when you have those gloves on and you go and touch some fruit and decide that's not the one you want to get, so you touch yet another one, and that's not the one that you want to get, so you get yet another one, and you decide I'm going to get that one, and then you go down the aisle and said I need some bread, so you have to fill your bread and do whatever you have to do. You are taking germs from one product to another where somebody else is going to come right behind you and pick those very things up. And that's how this thing is getting passed, not just from people who are just coughing and sneezing and things like that on people. These things are being passed because you all are cross-contaminating things. Unless you are planning to change those gloves in between every time you touch something, what you are doing is null and void. It's making the rest of us potentially sick. So there's nothing wrong with the mask. Wear your mask if you feel like you need to wear your mask, go to the store. Nothing wrong with that. But I have seen people wearing not just medical gloves, but I've seen people, one lady had on those yellow dishwashing gloves. What the hell do you think that's going to do? What do you really think that's going to do? I saw another lady wear the gloves that you use, that cosmetologists use to put in products into your hair, like when they put in dyes and relaxers into your hair, using those kind of gloves. Like, what are y'all doing? So I go to the store today to pick up some things that we needed to eat for my kids, and I'm seeing everyone wearing gloves and touching everything. And I'm like, okay, do you realize you're spreading germs from that shopping cart to that banana to that bread to the milk to the whatever else that you touched? And if you touched it and you picked it up and bought it, that is one thing. But how many of us goes like, we pick up something, touch it. No, we don't think we want that box of cereal. We changed our mind on that box. We get something else. You are putting germs everywhere. And everybody who has germs that was on that box of cereal, you've picked up on those gloves and placed them somewhere else because you wouldn't touch something else with those gloves. Again, if you are not going to change gloves in between every single thing that you pick up, you are wasting your time and you are spreading this virus around. So, with that being said, you need to stay safe. You need to stay home. Order your groceries online if you need to order your groceries online. Or if you're going to go to the store, most stores, at least the stores I go to, are wiping down the carts, or bring your own wipes to wipe down the carts. Wipe down things. But you are not helping the situation. Bring your hand sanitizer if you feel like you need to go touch something and hand sanitize in between. But if you're not doing something along those lines, you are spreading this virus yourself. And people are not surviving this. This is serious. I do not want to come home and bring this to my kids. I am terrified, even as an OB nurse, that I work on Monday. And being that I work on Monday, I don't know what I'm going to find when I get there. Yes, in OB, we typically don't have those kind of patients. But guess what? If a visitor comes in, I think we still have one visitor that comes in, and they're trying to mask the symptoms because they want to see someone, they are risking spreading this to everyone. That's how scary it is right now. It's scary for me because guess what? I just realized, even though we don't have patients like that on my floor, I go to the cafeteria quite often to go get something to eat and come back to my floor. But guess who else goes down there? Those same very nurses, patients, and people who are in the hospital who have came in contact with those kind of people. So we want to minimize the risk of this, or minimize the risk of the spread of this disease. The only way we do that is, for one, good hand hygiene. Number two, stay yourself at home like you've been told to stay at home. Number three, you know, if you got to go to the store, don't wear those gloves because you're contaminating everything. As I said, that is such an infection control issue. It is driving me crazy. So I'm about to get off my soapbox now. I've got to head on to my other job that's not in the hospital. But at the same time, I wanted to come in and tell you all to be safe, to take care of yourself, and to stay home. That's a note from the Nurse Lounge. My name is Marita. You all take care. Bye-bye.